John chapter 6, verses 1 to 15. After this, Jesus went to the other side of the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. And a multitude followed him, because they saw the signs he did on those who were sick. Jesus went up on the mountain, and there sat down with his disciples. Now the Passover, the feast of the Judeans, was at hand. Actually, that's verses 1 through 4, ladies and gentlemen. Who, what, where, when, and why? This first introductory section describes the presence of Jesus, the disciples, and the multitude on the mountain, on the other side of the Sea of Galilee, as Passover, the feast of the Judeans, approaches. The multitude follows Jesus because the people have seen the signs he did on the sick. The Johannine Jesus ascends an unnamed mountain and seats himself there with his disciples. The use of the definite article, the mountain, estouros, in Greek, may be a first hint from John that Jesus is adopting a position parallel to Moses, who received the Torah on the mountain. Does that make sense? Wasn't he just talking about Moses in verse 5 with the people accusing him? It's not I who accuse you, it is Moses who accuses you, in whom you have set your hope. And then he goes and does actions that are just like Moses. Big multitude follows him through a wilderness, goes up to a mountain, right? Looking closely at the narrative, the following shape emerges. A, verses 1 through 4, gives us the setting, the scene, and the characters. B, verses 5 through 9, a problem is presented by Jesus that cannot be solved by his disciples. C, verses 10 to 13, a wonder takes place, that is a sign in John, through the words and actions of Jesus. D, verses 14 to 15, we have the aftermath of the wonder. This expression, to the other side, peron, creates problems. The other side of where? To the other side may simply indicate a given place at the north end of the lake, the Sea of Galilee. John typically introduces significant interactions of Jesus with an accurate designation of the time and place of the event. Here the time is when the Judean Feast of Passover was near. The place is the other side of the Sea of Galilee, also known as the Sea of Tiberias, the emperor. Specifically, the location was the mountain. The mountain in Mediterranean culture was a height outside inhabited or cultivated or humanized space, which means outside a city, outside a village, outside a town. A mountaintop was a well-attested place for communing with God or the gods. This is true in the Old Testament, right? In Sinai or Horeb. Since the areas outside towns and outside villages were considered chaotic and uncontrolled by humans, however, they were believed to be inhabited by various powerful spirits and demons. In antiquity, folks, meals did not normally take place on mountains. People did not picnic or go on to do recreational swimming or go mountain climbing like the Mountain Dew commercial in the first century Mediterranean world. In the wild, proper care could not be taken in the preparation of food or in meeting the other necessities of ritual purity. The fact that purchasing food is discussed in the story is an indication that the people in the multitude are some distance from kin from whom they would normally seek food when away from home for a time.
But close enough to a village that they could purchase.
Right. Close enough to a village that they could purchase it, but they're not close to their kin. He's been picking up people as he's been going, right? Differently than the two Cana wonders that we hear in John, which are very typical Johannine sign stories. Here, in this story in John, we are given the traditional form of an ancient wonder story. It's very similar to the wonder stories that appear in the Synoptics in form and style. Nevertheless, a unique Johannine point of view has been insinuated into the telling of this traditional wonder story. Hey, thanks for watching. Just continue the playlist for the next part of the study. If you have further questions, this is good. They will get addressed, so keep watching. If you found value, please subscribe, like, and share. As always, questions, comments, and criticisms are most welcome. God bless you.